Hey, how are you?
Hey, thanks so much, Laura. Appreciate your patience. I was able to get through to that senior advisor. We have Brandon on the line. And so Brandon's just going to take you from here and go over the remainder of the options with you, okay?
Good stuff, thank you.
No problem. Have a nice day, and thanks, Brandon. Whenever you're ready, please. Hey, Sita. Again,
Hey, Brandon.
your advisor, and I'll be taking over the call from here.
Mm-hmm.
I understand you're contacting regarding an existing case regarding the MacBook Air and screen time. Is that right?
Right.
Right.
Any idea why Rihanna did not contact me?
What was the previous advisor's name that you were working with?
Rihanna.
Rihanna?
Yes.
So let me take a look here, see if I can find any specific notes from her. And was that just today that you spoke with her, a couple of days ago?
It was a couple of days ago. I think it was on the weekend I spoke to her, and she said she's waiting to hear back from engineering. And she said she'll call back on Monday, but I emailed her and said, look, instead of calling, you might not be able to reach me. Email me your response. Monday went by, Tuesday went by, it's Wednesday now, and I haven't heard back from her.
Got it, okay.
And also, I don't think anything was sent to engineering recently.
Okay, there we go. I see Rihanna's notes here. Just making sure there's no other case with any other additional information on this that it might be under.
Okay. Hey, Brandon, before you do anything else, let's pause for a minute. Okay?
Yeah, good.
Okay, listen. I get a lot of disconnects. So, do you have my phone number?
I see one on for you. Can you just go ahead and confirm it so I can make sure I have the right one?
647-915-7422.
7422, correct?
Yes. Yeah. And one more thing, can you please send me an email because I get constant disconnection on the phone and on the Mac. So if you can send me an email so I know. I hate the idea of contacting so many senior advisors. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm trying to stop it. But because senior advisors do not respond, it's very difficult to stick with the same person for any amount of time. Right? Rihanna is a perfect example. That is expected behavior from Apple. People do not return my call. Or the appointment they set up, they did not call back or contact me via email. Anywho, I am carrying on. Can you please send me an email?
Yeah, no problem. Let me go ahead and get that sent out for you there.
Thank you.
1 moment. And what is your Apple ID email address? Just make sure I have the right one.
It's 0Luke Dallabona, LukeDallabona @gmail.com.
Can you repeat that one more time? Sorry, a little bit slower. I don't think that's what I see here in my system.
It's the number 0. This is the Apple ID, right?
Correct.
0 Luke LukeDallabona @gmail.com.
I got 0 Luke LUKE, and I got DALLABONA
Right.
@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Okay.
No, but don't send it there. Send it to the other email that the guy Phil asked me for, and I said that's the email I use. It's sita.toronto@gmail.com.
It's sita.toronto@gmail.com, correct?
Correct.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Wonderful.
All right. Email has been sent, so go ahead and check, make sure you received that.
I am going to do that right now. Okay, got it. And just to let you know, I do not receive email notifications from my Mac. I have really no control of the damn thing. And I did get your email. Here we go. Yes, Brandon, I got it. Okay, so let's, do you need to research a little bit about Rihanna?
Yeah, so take a look at the notes. I see Rihanna, she took ownership of the case. See that she mentioned she needed time to investigate. Yeah, I'm having trouble seeing any additional responses after that. I'm also seeing a lot of chat going through here, so it's a lot of information to scroll through. I'm trying to...
Yeah, ignore the chats. I've got screenshots of the important parts. That's okay. But Rihanna was supposed to get back to me, and that was the most important part, because chats keep sending me to senior advisors.
Correct. Yeah, they don't have senior advisors on the chat team. It's only available via phone support.
Correct. So I am thinking you don't have any response from Rihanna.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any additional notes or information from Rihanna after the first time it looks like we spoke with her.
All right, and that is what I've been dealing with Apple employees. I don't understand why they take on the case and say they will respond and confirm an appointment, but never do.
I do apologize about that. I'll definitely make sure I provide feedback on that advisor to make sure your management's aware and can review that for you.
Thank you very much. Now, why don't we screen share so you don't have to be guessing? You know exactly what I'm talking about. I want to be on point. I want you to see what's happening, and we'll move forward, okay? I don't want to waste time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
And the Mac, is that signed in with the same Apple ID you provided, the Zero Luke, correct?
Yeah, but I don't use my Apple ID. I use ARA.
Okay, you use the manual ARA website?
Correct.
Okay. Go ahead and get that ready.
Session key?
Yep, let me know. So you're ready for the session key, correct?
I am.
It is 3675618.
3675618. Got it. Are you with? You're not with me as yet. Hang on.
Yep, still waiting for it to show connected on my side.
Yep.
Once you download the file, make sure you open the downloaded file to get connected.
Yep. And Brandon, while I'm waiting, oh, you're here now. Okay, just let me repeat. It's a nightmare dealing with Apple senior advisors because they say they're going to return, they're going to communicate, and they do not. I think when they find something that's challenging, they don't want to deal with it. Okay? I wanted to restate that again, okay? So here we go. The number one issue, and I asked chat to research it. Here it is. And I told you I summarized everything about packets moving in and out of the Mac. And so I'll ask your opinion. When Wi-Fi is turned off, right? When Wi-Fi is turned off, packets should not stop moving in and out of the Mac. Is this correct? And they researched it and came back with, yes, that's correct. Do you agree?
I mean, for the most part, I would agree. For Wi-Fi connection packets, I'm not sure if there might be other Bluetooth connection or packets with Bluetooth devices. Might be something
Perfect.
Also to consider.
Thank you. You're on point. Absolutely perfect. So I'll make sure Bluetooth is off. Let's do a couple of things. I go here. Okay. Bluetooth is off. Okay. I'm not signed in the cloud, right? And one more thing, family sharing shows off, right? I haven't shared it, right? Good. So if all of this is off and I'm in downtime and I do not network, this is a private device, should the packets move in and out of my Mac?
With the information you provided, I don't see why it would.
Right.
But yeah, it's a little above our information that we see in our support and internal documentation. That might be a better question for our engineering team to kind of clarify on that.
Okay. So I over document. I've got so many recordings, but I'm just going to stick to packets moving in and out of my Mac. And what console log says, according to console, Bluetooth is off, but Bluetooth is a prominent activity in console. It's off. I have no control over it. It's always Bluetooth. Always Bluetooth. Always cloud is a constant. C2 is cloud 2, I'm guessing. Anyways, they're constants. I don't know how to turn them off when they're not even on the Mac. And then the other one, family sharing. I got a lot of family. It tells me family sharing preference page remote service. I get most of my console log messages are remote service. Okay, fully documented. I get, what's this? Kernel, debug kernel. Okay, I've got it, all of it documented. It says here, it reads my Mac as a MacBook 10.1, but I have a 12.3.1. Any idea why that is?
The version is up to date there, so that's the latest version.
Correct. But it says local device changed. How could that be?
Yeah.
How could that be?
Yeah, I'm not very familiar with the console logs. It's usually more advanced information that only our engineers can really answer those types of questions. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay, so Brandon, I'm just going to say this. In plain English, you don't have to have a PhD in computer science to understand what local device changed means, right? And what this here, the version is. I mean, look, there's my version, and this is what console log is recognizing. Okay, don't need a PhD for it. It's plain English. All right, so I've recorded everything. Console log tells me debug is urgent. Okay, I have no control over this device. My settings change all the time. Data packets are moving in and out constantly. And it also tells me, so I don't get into a quagmire of showing you a million things. It tells me that is external user is 1. Okay, So
Okay.
let's send some stuff up to engineering. And by the way, one other thing, so one issue, there's so many, but one is packets moving in and out of the Mac when it's in downtime. And when you've seen, I do not network, do not Bluetooth, do not use cloud. Okay, that's one. And the other one is among a million. And so I'll ask you your opinion on it. Chatlog has already researched it and told me the answer is no. I shouldn't, it's not expected behavior. So here goes. Right here. Unbox the Mac on February the 12th. There's a screenshot before I set it up. This is the first screen that I get to set up, right? February 12th. Okay, that's when I set it up. But because I've had problems, ongoing problems, I always look at my logs. In my logs, it tells me that administrator authorization was granted before I unboxed, and it has the date of 2021. Okay?
Okay.
And then it has another whole bunch of restricted log messages, all restricted, pages and pages of them, dated February the 6th, but I unboxed on the 12th. So, is that expected behavior or not?
That it's, like I said, it's a little hard to say in regards to the logs. Our Apple Care advisors, we don't really go through the logging and analyze the logs. It's not something that's normally within our scope of support. I mean, it seems unusual if I'm giving my opinion.
Okay.
But I cannot confirm or deny if it's expected or not.
All right. So, okay. So I don't need anyone to explain the individual messages. I just need to know if it's expected or not. That's it, right? Actually, gosh, and let me show you something that's constant. Is your screen is being observed when there is no visible Wi-Fi. See that? Wi-Fi is turned off. Your screen is being observed. Now, when I set up the Mac, this is my username, right? Set up on Saturday, February the 12th. Okay, I wanted that to be throughout. But when I look at console log, hold on. It tells me device management. I'm thinking there shouldn't be any device management on my device. Violation. When I try to run an antivirus and it says user ID is 0, I should be 501. I don't know who 0 is. Any idea?
It might be the root user, because every Mac has what's called a root user, which is the main system, administrator, root account.
So the root account it's expected behavior for the root account to be 0?
I'm not sure if it's expected to be 0, but I know every Mac has what's considered a root user, which is the main administrative user. It's not an actual user account you can log in with, but it's something that can be enabled to make additional
All right. Well,
changes.
okay. Well, the console is reading it as a violation, right? And then I go, I don't know what private is. It says the primary username is private. The primary username on my Mac is private. It also says we shouldn't be here. Who is we? We shouldn't be here. Primary user is private. No, it's set up February the 12th. That's my username. Okay, so there's one username. I have a few. I have many actually. They have changed. User 205 and a whole bunch in this launch D. The whole bunch. I only saved one. I didn't want to overwhelm you guys. There's a session owner is 501, is a member of a group admin. I do not belong to any group. Your thoughts on that?
Let's see here. Yes, you're saying it's not showing as part of any group or group admin.
Well, I'm not part of any group. My computer keeps saying groups all the time. In the log messages, there's so many groups. So I'm just showing you one screenshot of many.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if the main admin should be a part of any specific group, or like it might be a permissions group, possibly.
Don't know. Yeah, and here's another user KCF preference current user. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
Okay. And then the user private is a constant. Don't know who that is. Let's see. Found no devices in account. Don't know what that means. I'm going to skip that one. Primary account changed. Why would a primary account on my private computer change? I'm going to skip that one too, because I'm going to guess you don't have, you don't know. And it says in sync. Monitor is in sync. With whom? With what? I didn't sync anything. And there's the external user is one. Okay. I go to the logs, and it tells me here's local, and all of these are remote. I'm going to close this one here. So you see a couple of users. There's private. There's the CF preference. That's common. And you hardly ever see me as a user. Anyways, so the other thing that comes up, I showed you private as a user. I don't understand what private is. Someone had mentioned that it's part of kernel panics, or it's part of Safari Relay. But on my computer, maybe you can explain to me what you think. Do you know what private is?
Private in the sense of...
Well, I show you. These are all everything having to do with private. So I'm going to scroll through really fast and you tell me. Starting private. Okay? So I'm going to quickly scroll through, and then you can tell me what you think private is. Starting private. Credentials for account private is missing. Using custom metadata path in stream private, key private, value class private. So much caller is private. The share system, Safari, it doesn't say private there, but there's two private framework. Here it says skipping plugin. The plugins are often private. 99% of the time they're private. Private syncing with cloud. I don't use cloud. Current account, null. Null is common as well. URL is private. Session ID is private. Private is not tracked. And it's all external. Do you know what command center is?
Command center?
Yeah.
No, I know control center, but not command center.
Right, so I have control center and command center. I have both because I've already searched them. And I've got a lot of server LE. Don't know what that is. I have Wi-Fi is off, Bluetooth, cloud, and I record them. But I have server LE security. And it has Apple command center, and they're using all Apple software. See, account information is private. I'm going to go through fast. The keep client private alive. Key is private. Okay, so the thing about private on this Mac is private changes. Private can be console. It can be activity monitor. It can be, you name it. Any process on the Mac changes to private. So private is now 50. Okay. Private is now activity monitor. Personal attributes, private. Volume is private. Do you know private? Private is now 0. So you get the gist of it, right? Mask,
Yeah.
private. What is private? Private is now system profiler. What is private?
Yeah, definitely looks like, private's being referenced to a lot of different things in the logs there. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what it's referring to specifically.
Right, but it dominates my console, and my Mac is constantly connecting to private. So it says here, connection 394 is working for private.
Mm-hmm.
Seems odd, don't you think?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, thank you. For a novice, to me, it seems odd because when I have no control of my Mac, a package is moving in and out constantly, and my settings are constantly changing, and nothing works really. Let me close this. I don't want to bore you to death, but you get the gist of it.
Yeah.
So, let me bring that up again. That folder is what I want. Okay. So, what of these things am I sending to engineering?
Yeah, so I want to, two things I'd like to do. I'd like to send you a capture data application, which can help us just gather the logs and information from the system that you were going through, just so we can take a look at the logs. The engineers can take a look at the logs as well. And then any of those, relevant screenshots or information you provided as well would definitely be helpful for that as well.
Okay.
So that way I can get an escalation created for engineering.
Okay, so here's the thing. I am reticent, and I don't want to send screen capture. Why? Why do you ask, Brandon? Normally people want to, because I don't think you're getting the correct information. Hold on. Where do I have it? I get these here is constantly being clean capture directories. Okay, I had already previously sent logs to engineering, and it came out pristine. Yet I have all these happening. So here's what I am thinking I want to send. I want to send my recordings, and I want to send my screenshots. Oh, by the way, what else did I forget? Brandon, right here. This is on the 12th of February when I unboxed. Right away it says the device does not have an internal battery. See that?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that there.
All right. So I trust console. Okay? It tells me everything that's going on. And right away at unboxing, something is being submitted, and it's private. Okay? Private dominates my log messages. And I did not join Wi-Fi at setup. Okay? But my Mac shows that it was connected somehow. Anyways, I did not join the network. But as you see, so really it looks odd, but I trust console log messages given what's happening. I'm going to say this message is very worrisome because it happened before I set up the Mac. Okay?
Gotcha. The Mac was bought brand new, like sealed in a box, correct?
Brand new in the box, everything documented in the box, but I have log messages. That's why I asked you the question. And I asked chat, should I see log messages that predates unboxing? And I had them research it, and they said, no, I should not see it. But here we go. Right? I've got...
Yeah, the only thing that would explain logging dates before would be, when the operating system was installed at the factory. So when the software itself was, Mac OS was installed.
Well, that's a guess. I'm assuming that's a guess because you don't know for sure, because some people say it should start when I unbox. It should be clean, pristine, and it should start when I unbox. That's when I begin to do things on the Mac. And before that, it should be pristine. But what you're saying is a possibility, but we need to find that out. Is it possible for you to look into it?
Yeah, so it's something our engineers would have to kind of review and respond about.
Okay, so let me get to the point again. I will send some screenshots. I will send my recordings. I will not send capture data, because capture data comes back pristine. My Mac tells me, go back here. So I run Kaspersky, and Kaspersky, this is a whole new problem, but we'll do that another day. I don't have time for that right now. Oh, look, I got
just sent that email with a link if you need to attach any additional files or references there.
Yeah, and that's amazing. I just got the notification when you sent me email now, but previously I wouldn't get notifications, and I've mentioned it many times. Anyways, I am not sending capture data because it says media remote server is initializing when I have no visible Wi-Fi. My Mac tells me it's being paired. Where is it? Pairing. It tells me I ran Kaspersky, and it tells me remote pairing device. Okay? And it skipped. It had pages and pages of skipped files. Okay? Skipped most of them. And when I ran Kaspersky, private terminate, it would terminate. Every time I ran antivirus, it would terminate and disappear. And I think the same thing happens when I run capture data. Okay, this pairing disappears. Okay, so I don't want to run capture data. I want to send them the recording. You're with me, yes?
Correct.
Okay, so let me, oh, wait. Oh my gosh, I've got so much I want to show everybody. Destroying pairing agent for session. Okay, there's a lot of destroying of files, sharing device, but it won't show me what the sharing device is here. Okay, there's a lot of device management, and in activity monitor it tells me I'm a managed client as an active process. Anywho, back to what I'm sending to you, to engineering. So you sent me the link. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. So Brandon, I don't want to lose you. I'm gonna tell me how best to work with you, and if I email you, will you respond or will you not?
Yes, definitely. I would respond within one business day during my working business days in the schedule listed there.
Thank you.
On my email. And then, so once we gather these files, I'll be creating the
remote server is initializing when I have no visible Wi-Fi. My Mac tells me it's being paired. Where is it? Pairing. It tells me I ran Kaspersky, and it tells me remote pairing device. Okay? And it skipped. It had pages and pages of skipped files. Okay? Skipped most of them. And when I ran Kaspersky, private terminate, it would terminate. Every time I ran antivirus, it would terminate and disappear. And I think the same thing happens when I run capture data. Okay, this pairing disappears. Okay, so I don't want to run capture data. I want to send them the recording. You're with me, yes?
Correct.
Okay, so let me, oh, wait. Oh my gosh, I've got so much I want to show everybody. Destroying pairing agent for session. Okay, there's a lot of destroying of files, sharing device, but it won't show me what the sharing device is here. Okay, there's a lot of device management, and in activity monitor it tells me I'm a managed client as an active process. Anywho, back to what I'm sending to you, to engineering. So you sent me the link. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. So Brandon, I don't want to lose you. I'm gonna tell me how best to work with you, and if I email you, will you respond or will you not?
Yes, definitely. I would respond within one business day during my working business days in the schedule listed there.
Thank you.
Email.
Thank
And
you.
then, so once we gather these files, I'll be creating the escalation to engineers.
Mm-hmm.
And we usually get a response back in about 3 to 5 business days.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to also schedule a call back now
Mm-hmm.
for about 5 business days so we can check in with you to see if we have a response from engineers. Okay?
Perfect. All right. So the few screenshots I want to send. Listen, do you get a chance to type up a summary for engineering, or do I need to provide a summary?
Yeah, so I would provide the summary and information about what you experienced there.
Great. So the three things are data moving in and out, packets moving in and out of my Mac when I am in downtime or when I turn off Wi-Fi and I don't use Bluetooth, etc., right? The second one is, what did we talk about, Brandon? We have log messages before I unboxed. That's 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the third one is, what is private? Because private is system profiler, it's activity monitor, it's console, it's everything. It's even 0.
Gotcha. I also notated the fourth issue, the Mac being observed with Wi-Fi off.
Correct.
That one you wanted to add as well to the
Yes.
investigation?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And it's paired. You see, please let them know I am not sending captured data on a paired device.
Okay.
That's why they get pristine. It comes back pristine. It is not pristine. Console log tells me it's not pristine.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
And while you're going ahead and uploading those files, I just want to make sure we're also scheduling a callback time with you.
Okay.
The same phone number works for you, right? The one ending 7422?
Yes, before you do anything else, I want to send some recordings. And how do I just minimize the recording? Compress it?
You can compress it, yeah. Make
Okay.
sure those are compressed.
Good stuff.
Might take a second for that.
Okay.
Then you can drag them and drop them into the upload window, or you can click select files and then select it in the browser.
Good stuff. Thank you.
And what time zone are you in?
Eastern Standard.
Eastern. Okay. All right, so a scheduled callback. About 5 business days would be about next Tuesday, the 17th.
Mm-hmm. Please
Do you
send
have
me,
a preferred time on Tuesday for the callback?
around this time would be perfect. Around 2 o'clock is perfect.
Around 2 o'clock your time? Okay.
Yeah. And Brandon, I'm going to show you one more thing, and I think it should be very important to anyone looking at it. So I've had to teach myself about the Mac, and I run diagnostic, and diagnostic said it's unable to open the device. Okay? Operation not permitted. See that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm telling you. It's paired. So 12. So 12, and this is a recording. Okay, so I'm going to set, oh. Okay, they're going individually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did you see that, Brandon?
Yep, seeing those.
Right, but okay. But they're going individually instead of in a folder.
Yeah, so if you select a folder, it'll upload each individual item from the folder, unless the folder itself was compressed. But either way, it'll make sure you get all the items that were within the folder.
Sorry. You know what? I'm going to stop this. Can I stop it? I'm going to compress the folder.
Yeah, you might have an option at the bottom to cancel or to stop that.
No, there's no option at the bottom.
Or you can refresh the page if you want to interrupt the process for now.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a blue folder that you want to upload as in one item. Go ahead and compress it, yeah.
Yes. That's a better idea.
All right, so I got that callback scheduled for Tuesday the 17th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
Oh, okay. On the 17th, did you send me an email confirmation?
There's not an email confirmation on that one, but I can respond to my previous email I sent you just to let you know in the email that I'll be giving you a call then.
Okay. So I'm getting my calendar. I don't put in information on the Mac because it keeps changing all the time. Okay, so Tuesday. Next Tuesday. At what time did you say?
Tuesday the 17th.
Yeah.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Eastern.
Got it. Okay, got it. Can you get back on screen sharing?
Yeah, it looks like it may have disconnected there. Is it still running on your side?
Nope.
You might have to reopen that download file to make sure it's still connected.
Okay. Yeah, I get a lot of disconnects, so bear with me for a minute. Okay. Could I get a session key again, please?
Yeah, let me get that for you.
Okay.
Session key 854-5257.
5257. Got it. 854-5257.
Okay, just got connected.
All right, so let me go back to my email again. Okay, so here we go. It's compressed now. The folder is compressed. Okay, and then I'll compress another one. So this one here. And here in my logs, it says state dump is remote. You see that?
Correct.
Right. Anyways, I shortened the console log window so I could see all the packets moving in and out. Anyways, it's all there. 73, 74. Oh, these are not numbered. Brandon, how do I number these screenshots? If I go like that, I highlight them and I want to number them. What's a fast way to do it? A shortcut to do it?
To rename them in bulk?
No, just number them in bulk.
Let me see. Just checking this for you real quick. Okay, so yeah, you can just highlight all the files first.
Okay.
Then right click them and use the rename option.
So highlight.
You should get an additional options there.
To rename.
Right click, rename.
Okay.
And then, so in here you can use a few options here. Instead of replace text, you can use add text. And then you can select, at the far right, you can say before name if you want to put a number before the name or after the name. And then you can put a number in there. So,
When it was
yeah.
Before name, I just want to number them from 1 to 73.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I'm seeing if we add a number here, it's going to add the same number to all of these at the beginning there.
But is there a way to number them, like 1 to 73?
I'm not seeing an option that would allow us to consecutively add a number, like in 1 through 70, and you can add a one number or specific anything you enter in the box is going to be added to the very beginning of each of the screenshots.
Darn it. No, I've seen it on YouTube that somebody was able to number the screenshots, but I couldn't find it again. Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, there might be other like third-party apps or solutions to change the format there.
All right, so let me go here, close that one, bring it back up. Okay, so here I go. There's this, let me compress that. God, the disk is full. Okay. Yeah, it tells me the disk is full when it isn't. Screen time doesn't want to record half the time. Anyways, just hold on with me. And disk should not be full. Actually, before talking to you, I erased a whole bunch of stuff. Anyways, nothing works on this Mac. I have zero control. Okay, so I want to compress that. Maybe we can, hold on. This is going to go here. And this is going to go here. Because the same thing happens every day. There it goes. It wouldn't do it. See that? It wouldn't compress. Doesn't matter how many things I erase, it will not compress.
Got it. Okay, can you check your storage space just to see how the storage is looking at the moment?
Mm-hmm. Other users spins and then it disappears. Okay, so I'm going to go to documents. It's all in documents. It's all recordings of my screen, of what's happening. So I'm going to go back out in applications. I don't have much. I only have, hold on, here. I have 35 GB. That's good enough for it to compress, isn't it?
Actually, it's 3. Right now, you're at 3 gigs available. So that system gave data.
Oh, there you see that. Okay, you see that there, 3 gigs.
Right underneath Macintosh HD, 3 gigs. So we're getting pretty low on space there.
No, it should be more, because I erased a whole bunch. I wiped a whole bunch of things before talking to you. I knew I was going to be talking to you, so I erased a whole bunch of stuff. It's okay. That happens a lot. Let me that one as well. Hang on. Okay, we should be good.
Perfect.
Okay, so let me try and do that. Compress. There we go. So these here are about packets moving in and out of the Mac. And then I'm going to send you, so this is, hold on, this is one that I sent. This is going to be the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Compress that as well. Okay, so that's issue number 2. Or however you want to number them. Okay, this might take a while. Looks like it's going to take a while. Oh, and while I have you here, framework. Right here, frameworks. After a search, Apple tells me that it's not recommended to have to change the frameworks on the device. Do you know anything about frameworks?
Not too familiar with it. I know it's the general concept of the frameworks, but
okay.
No, I don't really work with those.
Okay, so Apple tells me it's shared resources. Okay, and here's why it caught my attention. Because it's shared resources, I want to know what on my Mac are things that are shared. So I go to here, system report. And I go to frameworks, and it takes a while. Now, the only app I have currently that is not an Apple app is this one here, VLC. I think that, oh, yeah, that one there, and Adobe maybe. Okay, so here's framework, back to framework. Everything here is unknown. It's a rare one or two that is an Apple product, but everything here is unknown. But you don't know about it, right? You don't know about it, do you?
I can compare my system just to see if there's additional or similar results.
But you have a shared system. I don't. My system should not be shared. Right? You have a network system, not shared, but a network system, right?
Yeah, because when I look at frameworks on my own system, I also see a giant list of frameworks that also, most of them say, obtained from unknown.
Right.
That seems normal.
Okay. Okay, let's stick with the ones we have. We have enough. Okay, so that one is going. This one is done. I have 73 screenshots, and the 74 one would be 74 screenshots. All right. Do you want to wait for it, or I don't know?
Okay, so it looks like those are uploading, which looks like it needs some time. It can take a while for that to upload, so no need for us to sit on the line while it's uploading. I'm getting this escalation created now, so we can get this submitted, get some more information about those things you mentioned. Again, I have that callback scheduled for Tuesday, the 17th at 2 p.m., so we can check in with you and review the results. And if something comes up, if there's new behavior, or if you need to reschedule the call for any reason, you can reply to that email to get directly in touch with me, okay?
Okay, and Brandon, before you go, this is what I'm going to be sending you. You should have 3 zip files, okay? These 3.
Okay, perfect.
And this one here, this is log messages. Wait, let me title them, because I'm just telling you this, and I'm being overcautious, is because people tell me they're not receiving what I'm sending them. So I have to be specific. Here's what I'm sending you. Please make sure you got it, and let me know that you got it, because it's been absolutely awful. So these are log messages. So you should have a recording plus 12 screenshots. You should have then 10 screenshots in here. 10. And then here you have a recording plus 74 screenshots. Okay, and the screenshots have to do with the recording. They're just a summary of the recording, okay? Because sometimes I can understand people don't want to go through an hour of recording. The summary's in there. Okay, so
sounds good.
3 files is what you should receive. When they're done being sent, I will send you an email to let you know what has happened. Okay, if you did not get a confirmation email from me saying they all went through okay, it means I'm having problems. Okay.
Yeah, totally understandable. So yeah, definitely please email me once those have all shown as completely uploaded on your side, so I can confirm that we've received them, and I'll let you know that it's confirmed as received, okay?
Oh, that would be helpful. And if you did not receive them, or my computer will not send them, because I've been through this a million times and that's the norm, it will not send them, then you need to set up another appointment ASAP for us to go through this again, for me to send them to you. All right?
Yeah,
so we have
sounds like a plan.
It is a plan. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Do you want me to send this debug kernel? Is that important? I'm thinking it's important.
Yeah, I mean, anything that you have relevant to, if you want to upload it with the rest of the items, definitely include that just to make sure it's there for reference, okay?
Will do. Thank you so much. We'll talk again soon.
No problem. Thanks for your time. See you then. Take care.
You as well. Bye-bye.